Pavilion de Mexicana, or the Mexico Pavilion. And so Mexico was first here in 1950 with 4 artists, and 2 of the more famous ones were Diego Rivera and Jose Ascuro. But it's most remembered for the year 2007 when it had the artist Rafael Hemmer, and there were 2 curators named Primera Lozanda and Barbara Pera. And so unfortunately, right before the show started in 2007, there was an accident in the curator Lorenzo's apartment in Venice, and so she died and wasn't able to
What happened to the apartment?
she had an accident. It didn't say, it was just a tragic accident
in
in the apartment. So I'm not really sure what happened, but she died right before it. But more importantly, why it was remembered for 07, the artist Hemmer, he had 6 different rooms that were on display, and they were all interactive. So for example, one of them was called the Pulse Room, and so there was a monitor that monitored somehow the amount of pulses in the room by people, and it caused light bulbs to flash on and off, so that's really cool. And then there was also interactive photo rooms where the eyes in the portraits would make eye contact with you and then follow your body movements. And also in 2007, it was at the San Ranzo Van Axel Palace, which is famously known for its Gothic construction. And so this year the Mexican Pavilion is at the former church of San Lorenzo, and so this is the burial place of the Medici family, which they were a political dynasty in Florence in the 14th century. And this pavilion has been rented to Mexico, or the Mexican government, for the next 9 years, so they'll be here. And it's been reconstructed several times because of fires and stuff like that, but at one point it was the wealthiest convent in Venice, and so it was...
The wealthiest convent or convent?
Convent.
Okay.
Yeah. When it was first built, it was 20 meters high, and there's an abandoned balcony, and there was lots of statues in it, so it makes it perfect for musical exhibits. And so the reason behind that is because there's so much space, sound is able to be amplified and vibrate without the use of any electronical things such as speakers or an amplifier or something like that. And so so the curator for this pavilion is Ital Skimmich. I'm not sure how to say her last name, but she's from Mexico City, and she promotes contemporary art, and she's also curated a lot of other events such as the Rio de Janeiro Film Festival, and currently she works in Mexico City at the National Film Library. And so then the artist for this pavilion is Ariel Guzik, and he's also from Mexico City, and so he's an artist, an inventor, a herbalist, and a musician. And he has a love of nature, and he likes to combine music and science into his pieces. And so before he got into or started doing art as his main career, he was involved in an experimental jazz band, so I thought that was interesting. And today he's known for his sound resonance machines, and that he wants to make music a national phenomenon. And so all of his machines are basically ran through electromagnetism, natural harmonic intervals, and resonance, and they deal with physics, psychology, art, and then they all have music as the main focus. And so one of his first biggest machines that he built was called the Espejo Plasmic, and espejo in Spanish means mirror, and it was called this because it said he was able to take the sound from natural nature and present it as a reflection, and since you see a reflection in a mirror, that's where the name comes from. And then he also had another project called the Autonomous Nervous Band, which is basically 16 robotic spiders that were connected, and they played acoustic orchestra instrument. And so the thing that he created for this is called the Cordiox, and basically it's a cylindrical structure, and it's 4 meters tall, and inside there's quartz, and it's surrounded by 180 strings, which is equivalent to the strings that would be on 4 different harps. So that was you can see it takes a long time to make. And it's said that when each visitor enters the church, it used upset the natural ambiance, and so each person should hear a different sound. So I guess we can like go inside and see if like each of us hears something different.
Videos also, which you can watch the